Welcome back, everyone, to the Bitcoin Business Bureau. I'm your host, as always, LitecoinLeader. We're going to go a little bit further into the economy today versus the crypto stuff, because there's a big story that's coming out right now. My good friend Patrick, Divvy Daddy, gave me a call today, and he said, "Hey, you need to be on top of this story. I hope you heard about it." And I was just starting to hear about it. The White House apparently is going to make an announcement tomorrow about student loans. And apparently, the story that I'm reading all over online is that the rumor, which tends to be like leaked sources and actually is going to be what they do, is that student loans up to an amount of $10,000 are going to be forgiven for anyone making $125,000 or less. Who's this probably going to benefit the most? Millennials, younger people fresh out of college, people that have been out of college less than 10 years, and who have $10,000 or more of student loan debt, haven't paid them off, because most people, after they get out of college, they tend to pay off their loans within 10 years. So this is going to be targeting the millennials, and it's a big picture is like, how does this impact the economy? Obviously, this is a good thing for those people, the people that are 35 and under, the millennials for the most part, and who are just burdened by these debts, huge amounts of money. And this is basically, we're 11 weeks away from the midterm elections, a little bit less. And so we have to recognize that there is a political slant to this no matter what. I mean, it is coming from the White House. There are elections in less than 11 weeks. Obviously, this is ramifications where you could make a very valid argument that they are trying to buy the young people's vote, the millennials, that voting bloc, to say, hey, this guy just gave me $10,000 back. That would be great. But also you have to look at the big picture of the economy. What does this do? Well, the two largest debts on the books for Americans, number one is mortgage debt, and number two, which isn't far behind, is college debt. And like, this number keeps going up and up. I think it was $1.6 trillion in 2020. I think it's now at 1.8 trillion. This debt forgiveness, this number of $10,000, would probably cut about a third of that, and that's $600 billion that would be wiped out off the books. What is that? What is the impact of that? Obviously, the people that have those loans feel like they have more money right now. So now we're going to increase their goodwill, and they're going to feel like they have more money to spend. So they possibly go out and buy other things, things that they deferred, maybe finding their own apartment. This is a way to stimulate the economy. This is basically a hidden stimulus check. They're giving $600 billion back to the economy, mostly in the hands of millennials, so they can go out and buy that car or pay off another debt, whatever. But basically getting more money for them that they are trying to save, that they were saving to make these loan payments. Now they have them back to make a payment somewhere else. But again, it's not all at once. It's going to be a portion, because if you had a $10,000 loan, you weren't paying that tomorrow. You were probably paying a payment and then another payment and so on until it was eventually wiped out. The other thing to note is that $600 billion, that's owed to someone. And normally when there's someone who collects it, either the government or a private loan, they sell that. That's an asset to them. That's a debt that you owe somebody. It's like owning a mortgage. You could sell that debt instrument and you can make more money from it. So you put it out there and people, it's an asset to the banks. It's an asset to the government. They can make more money. So they're wiping that off the books. This could be also an indication that they couldn't sell those student loans anymore. Or like, no, there was no buyers. We already know that treasury bills aren't being bought. So there's lots going on in the economy. We have to see what the announcement's going to be like. This is obviously an attempt to win the favor of people with student loan debt. Obviously, it makes most sense. We'll have to see what the announcement is tomorrow. I'll have more commentary on it after it officially comes out, and when I wrap my mind around all this impact to the rest of the economy. But $600 billion is the impact to the net economy, mostly again for people that are within 10 years from leaving college. It's obviously a benefit to them, but there's going to be people that just finished paying off student loans that are going to be upset and say, "Hey, what about me? Why? I just paid off all my student loans. Why am I not getting something?" So lots to come out of this. We'll have to see how it all shakes out tomorrow, and then some. But we've got 11 weeks till the election. They're going to do whatever they can to try and stimulate the economy, which is slowing down as we head into a recession, as much as they don't want to admit it. But it is what it is. So what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts of the student loan program? What are your thoughts about what's going on with the economy right now? I'd love to read about them. Leave a like and subscribe below. Leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Lots said today, as always. I'm going to close the door on the bureau, say follow leader one more time. I will talk to you soon. Take care.